Ford makes the best trucks on the market. Whether you're looking for a personal vehicle like an F-150 or a work vehicle like an F-450 or an F-250, regardless of what you're looking for, Ford has the best lineup of trucks on the market. Better than Chevy, better than Ram, better than Toyota, better than Nissan. Ford, in my opinion. Try to change my mind, try to prove me wrong, but Ford has the best trucks. Looking at this 2019 F-250, we've had this truck for a number of years, and when it comes to a work truck, what brand gives you a better payload if you're trying to stay under your 10,001 gross vehicle weight rating, which is what you typically get with an F-250 or gas F-350? They're great trucks because you can stay under 10,000 pounds, which gives you a lot of flexibility when it comes to hiring. A lot of areas have more regulations for trucks over 10,000 pounds, where an F-250, this is why these trucks are so popular. They're right under the 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. But the new aluminum body that came out in the Super Duties in 2017 means they're about 300 pounds lighter, which translates to a great payload when you're capped at 10,000 pounds. Now, yes, GM has good payload as well, but when they're under 10,000 pounds, actually, you run into problems. Now, when you're talking payload, and let's just use an example, snow plowing. If you're under 10,000 pounds, you're avoiding in our area, and in a lot of areas, you're avoiding DOT. You don't have to run a DOT number under 10,000 pounds. And with the new aluminum bodies being 300 pounds lighter or whatever they are, whatever weight savings they are, that's an extra 300 pounds of payload if you're in an area that's actually looking at payload. Now, compare that to a GM or a Dodge being steel bodied trucks. They're a bit heavier, meaning less payload, so less salt, less of a plow. And it may not matter if you don't really have insurance and all that, but when you get snow plowing insurance, you've got to match the plow with the truck, and they're looking at how much. If that, a lot of times that plow will go over the payload of the truck and they won't insure it. So Fords, you notice they carry the biggest plows because they have the most available payload. They have the solid axle in the front end. The front end axle carrying capacity is almost as high as the rear. It's impressive. They have the best front ends for plowing snow, in my opinion. Dodge is pretty good because Dodge runs a solid axle as well, but again, you have to go with Dodge quality, and you have to deal with the fact that Dodge isn't going to match the payload that Ford has. Now, looking over here at our 2021 F-150, this truck is amazing. It is a power boost, and it just came out. It's a 2021, and everybody's got their trucks out now. Dodge has their e-torque. GM, I don't know what they're doing as far as hybrids go, but they're not rolling out a hybrid truck in volume. And Ford played this truck really smart. They almost pulled the Tesla card. They released a hybrid F-150, but they didn't make it a weak truck. They didn't make it a slow truck. They made it a high performance truck, which is, I call it a Tesla card because Tesla kind of uses that method when everything they make is high performance and it appeals to people. Yeah, you want to save fuel and all that. And this isn't the most efficient way they could have done it. They could have done like a 2.7 and made it a hybrid. They could have done it, and that would have been great. The 2.7 is a great engine, but they could have done any less powerful engine. They could have put a 4-cylinder in it. It would have technically had enough. No, Ford, they played it smart. They used the 3.5 EcoBoost. They used their most powerful V6, and they added more torque and more horsepower with their hybrid system. Not only that, not only did they make the truck fun, not only did they make the truck powerful, they turned the truck into a generator. The truck can power your entire house if you have your house set up correctly. In the event of a power outage, it's set up to have a generator mode, and you're able to power your house. I don't know if the tailgate's unlocked. Let's see. It is. You're able to power your house off the bed of your truck with a 240 volt 30 amp 7.2 kilowatt outlet. That's good power. Most people could power their furnace off of that, or a full panel. I don't know how many panels that would power, but with everything the way it is nowadays with LED lights and stuff like that, this thing could probably power an entire house. I mean, that's 2 big power inverters, and then it's all integrated so well into the truck. It'll run off of just the battery if the load's low, so it actually would be efficient at powering your house in the event of emergency. So if you were to get a power boost, you're essentially getting a generator with the vehicle. That's pretty cool. The amount of hybrid driving that this thing does is pretty good. I mean, it's not like it barely uses the battery. Like, you could be up to like 20 miles an hour or a little bit more and be all battery. Every time the vehicle is decelerating, a lot of times when the vehicle is decelerating, it is turning off the engine, and it's very seamless. It's not like start-stop technology was when it first came out, where you could feel the engine like kicking in real hard. So far, guys, I've been very happy with the hybrid. The beeping when you back up is a little annoying, but regulations, they gotta have the beeping. I'm sure it can be turned off with forescan, but the hybrid actually being with the electric motor between the engine and transmission, it is very seamless. The start stop is very seamless. It's a very fast truck. It drives really good, and there's really no compromise with getting the power boost. So we're very happy. The point is, no other car automaker is competing at this level. No, I mean, e-torque, cool. It's not noticeable. It's not faster. It's no more horsepower on paper. It's not doing anything. It's connected to the serpentine belt, and it's essentially a big alternator that I guess puts power back into the engine through the crankshaft. This truck, when you start it up and it's hot outside, it doesn't even start the engine. The AC compressor is electric. It just starts running the AC, running the fan, and you could be idling in your driveway for 10-15 minutes and never start the engine. It's next level. It really does save a lot of fuel, and I'm just blown away. Now, Ford, again, they've got the Lightning coming out, the all-electric F-150, which is going to be cool. Also able to power your entire house. I work in Dearborn. I build the F-150, and I see them building the entire plant to build the electric truck. This is something that Ford's been having in the works for a long time, guys. They've been planning this for years, and they literally built an entire plant to produce the Lightning truck. It's coming. It's real. It's not like Tesla where they tease you with all these products that never ever come out. No, they're coming out with the full electric truck. The jobs are available right now that you could bid on that job to go work on the electric trucks. And yeah, it's next level. Ford's really making the steps. I'm investing in Ford right now because, like, when Tesla, how everyone's saying Tesla's blowing up, I think Ford's gonna blow up. The electric truck's coming out. The power boost has come out. And then this hybrid technology, who knows? I mean, this isn't something that's really new. What is new is the onboard power and the power points in the backyard or in the back of the truck. I think the hybrid system has been out through Ford for a while. I remember seeing that electric engine between the transmission and the engine. The electric motor between the transmission and the engine. I remember seeing that before. I don't think that is new technology, but the fact that you have onboard power, that's so useful. You could be camping and RVing, and hopefully that technology makes it to the Super Duty, because the guys that tow RVs and go to RV parks, man, the amount of power that you have with this and the sound of the engine is not that loud. It's just a vehicle engine. It's better than having a generator. So guys that tow boats who want to charge up whatever on the boat, or guys that have RVs with the big that need big generators, now your whole vehicle is a generator. How much more? I mean, it's genius. It's just genius. So I think Ford, I mean, there's no question that nobody's even competing on the level that Ford's competing at with the amount of technology coming out. So just blown away by this power boost. Great truck. But moving down here, we've got my personal daily driver, my 2020 F450. Again, something that no other automaker is competing with or has anything like this. This is a dually. It's got commercial tires. It's got 19.5 inch tires. It's got the wide track front end. So this thing, even though it's a big truck, it steers It's really good. It actually has a tight turning radius, which was why I got this truck, because I wanted a truck this size. I wanted an 8-foot bed, I wanted a crew cab, and I didn't want to deal with the lack of maneuverability of such a long, big truck. So I went with the 450 because while it is a dually, it's a little bit wider. I'm always towing heavy. As you see this dump trailer here, my thinking when I ordered this truck, do I need a dually? No, but I'm always towing something that's pretty much as wide as a dually, if not wider. So it's not a big deal for me to have it. It's not like it's going to be cumbersome or anything. It's fine. I can definitely just I'm able to pull, or I'm able to drive a dually, no factor. I'm always towing something bigger than a dually. But no other competition here. 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel V8, best in class power. Now the Cummins is a great engine. It's more reliable. I'll give them that. It's not made by Dodge, but you can't get the wide track unless you get a cab and chassis in a Dodge. Same with GM, Ford. You guys are killing it. And the cool thing about this truck is, even though it has a lot of F450 components, it is an F450. It has the bigger brakes like an F450. It has the 19.5 inch tires like an F450, commercial grade tires. It has a 430 gear ratio, which is great for towing. It's not too bad either in the city. It's got the 10-speed automatic transmission. It has a 14,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which is actually the same as a 350, but it allows you to avoid some of the issues with going over that 14,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which means more regulations. If you notice, all the cab and chassis trucks that are over 14,000 pounds, they have that wonky 6.7 where it's less power and it's all detuned. I don't know why that is, why they have to do that. Maybe it's better for reliability, but I don't know if it's related to the weight. If the gross vehicle weight reaches a certain point, it avoids a lot of the licensing. You can derate a trailer down to 12,000 pounds and avoid CDL stuff. If you want to work the truck, you can just derate the trailer down to 12,000, and you can still get a pretty decent trailer like the one we have. We have a 16K, and derate it down to 12,000, avoiding CDL. It's still got some payload. It's not bad. It's got about 7,000 pounds payload. It's not the best situation, but it can be done. Like I said, I didn't really get this truck because I needed a dually. I got it for, I wanted a truck that could do everything. And honestly, if the Power Boost was out, I would like to think that I would have got the Power Boost. Really, what I want to be out is a Super Duty with Power Boost technology on it. But that's not around yet. Hopefully that's coming out next, because then when that comes out, I'll probably be trading in my 450 and getting another one with onboard power. Really, I want onboard power integrated in. And with the 150s, you can actually get onboard power, like a 2,000 watt inverter. You don't actually have to get the Power Boost. You can still get a generator in the truck, integrated into the truck, 2,000 watts, power points in the bed, with the 5.0, with the 3.5, and I believe you can even get it with the 2.7, but I don't think it's available on the 3.0 turbo or the 3-liter diesel, which I think they're getting rid of that engine, and it's not available on the entry-level 3.3. But point is, you can still get a 2,000 watt inverter in the bed, even if you don't want a hybrid or if you don't want Power Boost. 2,000 watts is significant, and it's good power. Now, can you even get an F-150 right now during this pandemic and during everything and the shortage? You can. I ordered this truck, got it within 3 months. It was a long wait. Normally, I think it's a little bit shorter of a wait. But if you are ordering an F-150 and you want to make sure you get your truck, one thing to think about is don't order all the weird extras. Don't order the toolboxes. Don't order the mud flaps. Don't order the wheel liners. Don't order the spray-in liners. All those weird extras I would avoid. And maybe even I think the lower trim levels might be easier to sell. Might be easier to build. That's a tough one because Ford wants to make the high trim levels because they're more profitable, but I don't know with the chip shortages and all that if it's harder for them to make the higher trim levels. So being in the plant, working on the line, I see a lot of high trim levels, but I don't know if there's like a chip missing or something right now on some of those higher trim levels. I did hear that some people are getting trucks and waiting for one part that will complete the truck but it's like one part. I heard that. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, guys, Ford has done it. In my opinion, they've presented the best product to the market. Our 2021 Power Boost, we've got a 2020 F450, and we've got a 2019 F250. Videos on all these trucks. We have videos on our 19. We got videos on all these trucks, guys. Videos on all these trucks. So if you like truck content, subscribe to DS Trucks. Drop a share, drop a like, and check it out. We just did a 3,000 watt power inverter install on our 450. We just tested that against our Power Boost. We powered a big air compressor. Both trucks did great power in the air compressor. On our 250, we've done tons of towing videos, tons of MPG tests with it, just tons of stuff with the 2019 F250. Again, cool truck. The Ford has the optional dual batteries. This truck has that. Has a high output alternator, powers our plows, no issues at all. Great truck. But if you like truck content, subscribe. My name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Over and out.